I'm responding to statement raised by the Honorable Gentleman, member representing Kalalio Road Ward. And if you allow me, I can read both. For member for Rhamu and also member for Kalalio. Madam Speaker, reference to your letter, reference number MCA that on issue raised by Honorable Abdunur Dakhane Rafat, MCA Kalaliwa Ward, and Honorable Kula Alio Guyo, member for Rhamu. Madam Speaker, response to statement raised by Dakhane, he was asking how many trucks have been contracted for water tracking in the county and breakdown of each in the sub-county. The executive member said 27 water boozers were hired to supplement the seven government-owned water boozers. 17 during the launch, an additional 10 were added after the situation was reviewed. Still, the drought situation is being reviewed on a daily basis, Madam Speaker. So, per sub-county, because he asked for breakdown, Mandera East has 3 water boozer, Mandera South 3, Mandera Lafe 3, Mandera South 4, Mandera West 7, Kutulo 3, Mandera North 4, and Banisa 4. That was the response to the first question. He also asked for whether there is person on the ground in each sub-county to ensure water tracking reach the rightful destination. The department said they are qualified sub-county water officers in addition to ward water officers that were coordinating the program. The third question he wanted to know is what is the term agreement reached with the water truck owners concerning the number of liters supplied against the value per liter. Madam Speaker, the Chief Executive Committee member said each water boozer supplies 3 trips per day. The trucks are hired on per day basis and not per trip. The fourth question is how tangible is the program of water tracking as compared to drilling of borehole and maintenance of water system? Water tracking is normally very expensive and is used as a last resort, and therefore where is no any other source of water, we have no option but to hire. However, the situation is always a permanent solution. However, the best solution is always permanent solution, that is drilling of borehole, of which Mandera County government has so far successfully drilled 42 boreholes only this financial year. That is the response we brought from the department. Maybe if you allow me, I'll continue, because with the one of Honorable Kula is,
Proceed.
I can only see there are 3 lines. Honorable Kula said why the department has not acted on its prior promise to the residents of Rhamu to repair the street light. The guy in charge of water department said the street lights in Rhamu were not repaired since funds were not allocated. Number 2, what measures has the department put in place to undertake urgent assessment of the street light system in Rhamu and fix the problem once and for all? The guy in charge of the department also said the department has assessed all the street lighting in Rhamu and we expect funds to be allocated in the coming financial year, which is 2021-2022, for rehabilitation of the same. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to tell the House, this is from the department, and for members who have moved to know this information, they are at liberty to say yes and no. Thank you.
Honorable Kula.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, this thing which was bought by Alan Township is giving us problems. Madam Speaker, I see my response as belittling the office of the member for Rhamu, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm wondering whether the department has shortage of papers in their department, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, look at their response. Why should they combine my response and the response for the member for Kalaleo, Madam Speaker? I asked this question independently, Madam Speaker, and I should be given response independently, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, number two, Madam Speaker, I wonder whether the committee has even written to the Department of Water, because there's no reference for my letter. If the committee has written actually one letter only, combining the one for Kalaleo and the one for Rhamu, then it is a big mistake, Madam Speaker, because I don't see any reference of the committee's letter to the department because they have not quoted it. Three, Madam Speaker, I asked this statement because the people of Rhamu are suffering, Madam Speaker, and I stated this 2 weeks ago on the floor of this House, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you look at the response that they gave the department on 10th July 2019, Madam Speaker. And since that time, Madam Speaker, all the street lights are grounded. The department gave us a response. I challenged it on the floor of the House. They have promised that that financial year, they are going to put it in the budget so that at least the street lights are going to be repaired. I wonder whether the chairman for water has even had the chance of looking at that response, which I have quoted it in my statement, Madam Speaker. If he did it, he should have returned this to the department, and I challenged them why they gave false statement to the honorable members, Madam Speaker. If the department has no capacity to repair the street light, then they should say that in black and white. They promised me on the floor of this House that they are going to repair it. 2 years down the line, the story is again the same, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also requested for assessment of the same, Madam Speaker. And if they have done assessment in 2019, then the honorable member for Shimpid has not provided me with any copy of the same assessment, Madam Speaker. And they have not done this particular year assessment again. Because if that time the polls were there, today the polls might not even be there. The assessment is different, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I find the response as demeaning to this House, demeaning to the office of the member for County Assembly for Rhamu, demeaning to the people of Rhamu, Madam Speaker. And I actually request, Madam Speaker, that I should not be given a response to my statement with only one line, Madam Speaker, or 2 lines, Madam Speaker. This is totally demeaning.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Honorable Ahmed Rashid, member representing Gider. Madam Speaker, I would like to just comment on the response given by my brother, Honorable Wario, the chairman for water, concerning what the Honorable member representing Rhamu has asked on the issue of maintenance of the street lights and repair, and Madam Speaker, on the issue of assessment of street lights and fixing them. Madam Speaker, I think when a member asks any question concerning the people whom we represent on the floor of this House, I think we need to take some of these issues with the seriousness that it deserves, Madam Speaker, because if you look at the response given by the department, Madam Speaker, the questions asked are even occupying more paper space than the response given by a department, Madam Speaker. And that one just shows you how casually this matter was addressed, because, Madam Speaker, that department has a whole team, a battery of staff, Madam Speaker, who are assigned the responsibility of maintenance and the rapid responses to fix some of these things, Madam Speaker. They are taking salary, they are taking taxpayers' money, Madam Speaker, and when you tell me that you do not have capacity to fix, Madam Speaker, what you have put in place because of very flimsy excuses that are given there, then it just shows, Madam Speaker, that this House is not being taken with the seriousness that it requires, Madam Speaker. And this is why you find that many questions that are asked on this floor are either not getting the adequate response that it requires, or it's just being brushed aside as matters that are not serious. On the issue of water tracking, Madam Speaker, if there is any ward that has suffered the ravages of drought this year, Madam Speaker, is the Giveru ward. We know the suffering and Takaba South, and many other areas, I'm sure. But particularly, I'm speaking for Giveru ward, Madam Speaker, because all the water pans that is serving this ward completely dried, and we do not have any boreholes that are supporting those the communities living there, Madam Speaker. And I've been on the toes of the department concerned, and with the vastness of the ward that I come from, Madam Speaker, we only had one water boozer serving the entire Giveru ward. And when I inquired from the water officer in charge, he only mentioned to me 6 boreholes that are assigned to Mandera West. Now I can see there are 7. And when I asked about because the communities told me that there are 7, because sometimes, Madam Speaker, the community are aware about some of these issues than even more, some of us, because I find it a bit funny, because when I inquired about the 7 water boozer, I was told there are 6, and here they have confirmed about 7 water boozer, Madam Speaker. And when I asked, because we have 5 wards, when I asked about the extra water boozer, I was told the extra one is for standby. But I can see there are 2 water boozers, and I don't know how these water boozers were spread, because my ward, with the vastness and the magnitude of population who are depending on water tracking, I only had 1 water boozer, Madam Speaker. But if you look at Takaba town, and also Laksure, they are just within the vicinity, Madam Speaker, despite the population. But if you look at the coverage, because some of these waters were being tracked from Laksure, Madam Speaker, to Rhamu, which is the other end of Mandera. So I was only able to get 1 water boozer per day, just because I was assigned 1 water boozer. So, Madam Speaker, with these few remarks, I would like to urge the people who are vested with responsibilities of responding to very serious matters that are raised before this House, Madam Speaker, to give it the seriousness that require, and interrogate the people who are invited to appear before some of this committee on behalf of this House, Mr. Speaker. Because when we sit on that chair, we are doing that work on behalf of this House and on behalf of the people who elected us, Madam Speaker. And we need quality, precise, and reliable information to be submitted to this honorable House. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Rafat.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I raised on the same statement which I asked the Department of Water. Madam Speaker, when we ask for terms, what is the terms agreement reached? And we see in the response that the water booster supplies 3 trips per day. and the trucks are hired on per day and not per trip. The response, how the CAC responded to this and the terms I'm asking are totally different, Madam Speaker. We need, when we say the terms, officially we are asking for the agreement reach how much money will be paid for this water per trip. We wanted to know that, exactly the financial side. But the CAC is trying to make sure that he can be able to cheat this house and try to frame things the way he wants. Madam Speaker, that's something very wrong. We are not asking the committee of the House, of the Assembly, that they are not taking this as serious. But really, our members have spoken. The chair budget has spoken and say this thing deserves more. People have to go and sit and say, is this really, can we give this to the House? Not to MCA Kalalio, not to MCA Gider, but to this House, can we really tell them this is what is the fact on the ground? When response is coming, it should be tangible, and all the members should be, all raise their head and say this is exactly a very good response. But when it does not reach the threshold, you cannot be able to say it is a good response. On that terms, I say part of this statement has not been responded very well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Mahmoud Rashid.
Rashid of Gidera said, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I don't know what wisdom has the department used to respond to the statement raised by Honorable Kula, and I don't know how comes the Committee of Water, who is chaired by Honorable Wario, did not find out. Madam Speaker, if you look at the question raised by the first question, why the department has not acted on its prior promise to the resident of Rhamu to repair the street light. Madam Speaker, in the recent approved budget of 2020 and 2021, Madam Speaker, there is a location that reads, the line reads, maintenance and expansion of solar street light and security masts, 65,983,242. So, Madam Speaker, I don't know how comes the department is responding, saying that the street light of Rhamu were not repaired since the funds were not allocated. How comes they are saying the fund is not allocated while the recent approved budget of 2020-2021, there is allocation of 65,983,242. So, Madam Speaker, the department is misleading this House, and the fund is available. So I don't know why the Committee of Water has not realized this before they brought this response to this House. Madam Speaker, you can see what Honorable Ahmed Rashid has said. There is no seriousness of the work we are doing. That shows the level of not being serious. Madam Speaker, there is a solar installation of municipality Amadoasco, which reads 18 million. So this 65 is across the county. It is not inclusive of the municipality Amadoasco. So, Madam Speaker, I know my brother, my uncle, Honorable Wario, is capable and who is able chair, but I don't know how it has happened. This answer is not satisfactory, and even they have misled this House, Madam Speaker, the department. So they must test the task and put them to the task. Thank you.
Honorable Bishar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, first, I want to revisit what my brother, Honorable Mahmoud Rashid of Kutulu has said. Madam Speaker, if the county has allocated 65 million shillings for maintenance, Madam Speaker, I want to inform the House that Takaba has a similar problem like the one of Rhamu. And the street light of Takaba is in the dark today as we speak, Madam Speaker. And since it has been, the solar system has been established way back in the first term of the county government, Madam Speaker, all the street lights have disappeared, and owing to the fact that there has been allocation of 65 million shillings for maintenance, Madam Speaker, let us refer this issue back and let the Department of Water explain to us where the 65 million shillings has gone. Has it gone to Kutulo? Has it gone to Lafe? Has it gone to Elwak, Madam Speaker? Because if Rhamu, which they have done the assessment, has not benefited, and Takaba has not benefited, Madam Speaker, I know Banisa is the same because I have also spent in Banisa. Madam Speaker, where has the money of 65 million gone, Madam Speaker? This is a weighty issue, Madam Speaker. We want to refer back the response because it's not adequate. Let them give us how that money has been spent per sub-county, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, that is one. Number two, the department is saying that we are going to carry out assessment for them to attract more funding in 2021, 2022, Madam Speaker. If they have not justified the expenditure of 65 million, this House will not dare to approve any monies. But the budget chairman is hearing because he's equally affected. I think it is high time we wake up, Madam Speaker, unless and when the expenditure of the 65 million is justified, Madam Speaker, before this House. I think this is a weighty issue and we need to refer back the resource because it is inadequate. Madam Speaker, if I go back to the water tankering, Madam Speaker, I think when we roll out a program of water tankering, it's better to involve the political arm because in the shoe wearer knows where the shoe pinches. If there is a mitigation program for drought in Takaba Ward, I'm best placed to know where water is supposed to be ferried to, Madam Speaker. These things are done haphazardly without the involvement of the stakeholders. We as the majors, because we represent people, Madam Speaker, it is we who know that from point A to point B, which one deserves more water tankering than any other. So, Madam Speaker, when I see that Mandera West is allocated 7 vehicles by Madam Speaker, I was in touch with the water office, the sub-county water officer there, and all through this drought, he has been confirming to me there are only 4 water boozers. Throughout. Yes. And that was the response. And he has been consistent enough to tell me to share the information on the ground. Madam Speaker, if I read properly, because I've also my 4 eyes properly, and they are saying still the drought situation is being reviewed on daily basis, which means these water boosters can be added haphazardly at will all the time. So, Madam Speaker, if there were 7 water boosters in Mandera West, it will have been very adequate for me to have 2, because it's very populous. The other 4, the Gader can get 2. The other 3, they can get 1, which will have been very adequate. But this response is contrary to what we have been, the information we were receiving from the ground, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think there is need to address this issue in more detail than even half a page, because the statements are very weighty, and we wanted to have a deeper explanation than what is captured on this paper. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Abbas.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, history will tell us that whenever Honorable Kula asks a statement, it was either solar or solota in livestock department. Madam Speaker, it is not fair. I calculated those words. It is 36 words. 36, Madam Speaker, surely. 36 words. I counted, not calculated. Madam Speaker, these 2 questions, the slaughter question and the issue of solar, I think the chair of water was not serious on the response given, and he should be very fair to Honorable Kula. And if what Honorable Kutulo is saying is true, Madam Speaker, the Committee of Water should be very serious. Then there is an issue, Madam Speaker, on the issue raised by Honorable Member for Kalalio. Deliberate attempt, Madam Chair. They have omitted question number 3
the monetary, the part that captures monetary value. Deliberate attempt. And they have not even addressed.
Point of information, Madam Speaker.
What is your point of information?
Madam Speaker, I would like just to confirm what as the chair budget, what the honorable member for Kutulu has just said, that I think this House approved a total of a colossal amount of 65,983 just for maintenance, Madam Speaker, and expansion of solar street lights. Just that. And today, the honorable committee was told by the person tasked with this responsibility that they do not have funds. So I don't know, Madam Speaker, is it lack of knowledge of what he is doing or not, Madam Speaker? Thank you.
Madam Chair, I was on the floor.
Honorable Abbas.
And Madam Speaker, I don't know if I will be very correct to say, shameless enough, the chair for water and the vice chair were both once a member and currently a member of the budget committee, and they have not noted that thing. And Madam Chair, that is abomination to our House. We should be very serious. Madam Speaker, on question number 3, what is the terms agreement reached with water trucks owners concerning the number of liters supplied against the value per liter? Deliberate attempt. They have not answered that question. So, Madam Chair, Madam Chair, the response is not satisfactory at all, at all. Thank you.
Okay, can I rule? Honorable Mohammed Shukri.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, before I give my comment on Honorable Schola's few words response, I want to comment on Honorable Kalalio's statement. Madam Speaker, it is true to say that the situation is very dire today in Mandera County as a whole, and it is true that there are problems and serious issues in our wards. Madam Speaker, I represent a ward with 24 settlements, Madam Speaker, covering 4,058 kilometers, Madam Speaker, square kilometer, 4,058 square kilometer, Madam Speaker, with 16 villages under water tracking, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in Gutija ward, where I represent, Ashabito ward and Marudile ward have 2 water boozers, Madam Speaker. And each of those villages will take an interval of 7 days for it to receive a trip, Madam Speaker. For the last few days, I think my office has facilitated over 20 private water boozers, Madam Speaker, to these villages because our people are dying, Madam Speaker. And if you see, the problem is across the county. Last night, Madam Speaker, I was watching Citizen News, and even this afternoon, Somali BBC News, Takaba town, people are fighting with wildlife, Madam Speaker. Baboons, Madam Speaker. Another mother was narrating this afternoon, Madam Speaker, that baboons are invading the houses, even taking away children, Madam Speaker, as food, Madam Speaker. So it is a very daring situation, and we pray to the Almighty Allah that we get rain, because the last 1 or 2 days, some parts of this county, we have received some blessings of Allah, and that has even made people to somehow relieved, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it was also in the news that Banissa, the whole of Banissa town is relying on water tracking, Madam Speaker. So there is a serious challenges, and this is a natural phenomenon, Madam Speaker. Drought is a natural phenomenon. We are not blaming the department for maybe the natural phenomenon, but we call upon, Madam Speaker, the county executive, particularly the Department of Water, to intervene in this matter, Madam Speaker, and upscale. Of course, the situation is getting worse, Madam Speaker. Unless it rains, maybe the next few days we will be talking of people or livestock dying, Madam Speaker. And that is a matter of fact, Madam Speaker. Coming to, Madam Speaker, on Honorable Kula's statement, I think, Madam Speaker, it's a joke. If you even count the adjectives that are used in that statement, Madam Speaker, they are not even 15, Madam Speaker. Leave of in and s and those, you know, those verbs, Madam Speaker. I think it is an assault. It is, you know, an intimidation to what Honorable Kula and the entire people of Rhamu, Madam Speaker. I want to challenge the chair for water, Madam Speaker, because I know he's a serious person, and it is unfortunate that such kind of two statements have found through the chambers of the floor of this house, Madam Speaker. 65 million, Madam Speaker, is not just a figure. 65 million shillings can even be enough to do solar street lights for 7 sub-counties, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to challenge the committee chaired by my able chair, caucus chair, Honorable Wario, to take their role very serious, Madam Speaker. And we totally reject this response, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Abdullah.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, on this issue of the statement by Honorable Abdinur Raqan Rafat, I think the statement generally is good, but on this issue of the amount, the terms, and the value for money, I think they have played around with the minds of this Honorable House. Madam Speaker, these are public money, and as representatives of the people, these members have the right to know how much amount of money is going to be used for this water tracking, and the number of days also. So, Madam Speaker, I think we need to take this statement back to the department so that they give us a valid response. Secondly, Madam Speaker, on this issue of the solar lighting, I'm the Vice Chair of Budget Committee, but I'm surprised that there is 65 million for maintenance. Because, Madam Speaker, the last 4 years that I have been serving as the MCA for Lafe, I have been going back to the department to maintain the solar lighting for Lafe. And they have been telling me, like, what they have stated in this statement, that they will do it next budget. Madam Speaker, I think we need to address this issue very seriously. And the way they have responded to this matter shows that they are not serious. I am not blaming the chair for water, like the other honorable members. Where the blame lies is with the department. The only thing they should have done is they should have checked it well before they bring it to the floor of the House. I think both statements need to go back to the department so that we get very good responses. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, there are two statements here. First of all, the one of Honorable Rafat. I think, Madam Speaker, the department are trying their best. Madam Speaker, in Banisa sub-county where Mheshimiwa Muhammad Shukri had said that it was aired in the news, the situation is very serious, Madam Speaker. Why? Because the water boosters are there, there's no water to be brought. The source of water is the problem. The nearest source of water is Rhamu. You can imagine the heat of the sun, the kind of the road we have. So for our water booster to bring water from Banisa, from Rhamu, which is 200 kilometers away, and will not even solve a situation. In my ward, I have one water booster which is allocated to it, but the problem, the water booster is there. Where will they get the water from? Madam Speaker, according to the response, even if it is one word and the seeker is happy about it, there's no problem. I don't care about the number of words used, but the most important thing is the person to be satisfied with the response. Madam Speaker, according to the response, it's like the department are not aware of the budget allocation. Why? Because they said the fund will be allocated in the next financial year. And little do they know that they have the money already allocated in this financial year. Madam Speaker, I want to ask the Honorable Chair for water to go back to the department just to do one thing, remind them that they have budget allocation. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Chair Water, the response that you came up with from the department is a shallow one. So I now direct you together with the committee, to write again to the department to respond in 1 week's time. Both statements.